Hello, everyone. Good day, good day, good day. And I'm here finally at the Likewise Crypto. And thank you once again. Just wait for our speaker. And till then, you can learn more about the Eagle Labs actually. So just wait for our speaker. Thank you. Hey, yeah, I can see like they just come in. I can see their official logo. So just wait a minute, guys. And also till then, like as I mentioned, you can do your research if you want to know more about the Eagle AI Lab. And just get ready, everyone. Thank you. Okay, who's there from Eagle Lab?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, hi, is that Jack or Jams?
This is James. How we doing?
Yes, thank you, Jack. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm very, very well, thank you. All is good. We just got a couple more of the Eagle team will be joining us shortly. I think you have their ats, so if you just give them one moment, please.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So guys, just wait for others and also stay tuned with us as I mentioned, otherwise crypto. Don't go anywhere. Thank you everyone once again.
Go on, you take us away, Jambo. Kick us off.
Coolio. Okay, hello everybody. Great to be here. Good to see some new faces, hopefully, and some of the OG Eagles. My name's James or Jambo from Eagle AI Labs. I work within sort of our marketing and communications and branding. Today we're going to be covering a little AMA, talking about a few different pieces, but our host's got some juicy questions for us, I hope, and we're going to talk a little bit about predictive AI in institutional decision making. Yeah, over to you, Tom.
Hey,
Okay,
also,
thank you. I can see Tom is Rock is here. Sorry for this one for interruption. So Tom, yeah, just go ahead. Just say a bit about yourself, and then Rock, you can go ahead.
awesome. Yeah, thank you. So I'm Tom. I'm also part of the marketing team, working alongside Jambo and Rox slash Jack here. Super excited to be on here and talk a little bit about AI. I know we're talking about institutional decision making, but we will no doubt also get deep into how we're using it for financial markets and crypto trading. Super excited. And I believe we've got some pretty cool questions as well, which I'm excited for as well. So thank you for having us.
Okay, thank you. Rox, go ahead.
Hi there, everyone. It's me. It's Rox. I'm back on another AMA, so more people to speak to about the vision of Eagle AI and sort of driving it to more and more communities. I'm glad Jambo and Tom have set up another AMA. I think these are really good for our community to get to know what's actually going on deeper at Eagle AI, and also for new people. We're all about onboarding new people to the sort of Eagle AI Kool-Aid, as I say, and I feel like this is another good opportunity to tell people what we're cooking.
Okay, thank you guys for having here for your time. It's time to go ahead actually. So let me share a bit about like as I mentioned today we'll discuss more about their plan and utilities and everything. But first of all, I would like to say what is the Eagle AI Labs. That is, Eagle AI Labs is a technology company that building advanced tools for digital asset traders, and they combine the predictive AI, real-time analytics, and intuitive UX to give the traders an ease across the crypto markets and beyond. So that's the bit about, but we'll learn more from them, no worries. And to the topic is like how the predictive AI reshape the institutional decision making actually. So I think so, like in my opinion, that is predictive AI reshapes some kind of institutional decision making by providing data-driven forecasts that enable the faster, more accurate, and the productive choice. It helps the institution manage the risk, optimize the resources, and personalize the service, and automate the routine task, and so on, actually. So, yeah, thank you. And also, guys, don't forget to follow their social, that is Eagle AI Labs. You can see here the official account. So the first one, I would like to know more details about the Eagle AI Labs. Like, what's your core mission and what problems that are you solving? Who's going to be take this question?
I'll say this. So Eagle Eye Labs is at the forefront of AI technology in the digital asset space. We specialize in predicting digital assets in a 24-hour period using large language models. We've been established for just over a year and a half now. We've There's a lot that's happened in that year and a half, and it's been a very exciting journey. From the onset of what we first set out to do, which was to provide retail users with institutional grade AI, we successfully managed to do this, and people have been able to use our tools that we've built for trade in the digital asset marketplace. And it's been a great sort of year and a half. But the next sort of step for Eagle AI Labs is to really start to jump even more into predictive technology, not only in the digital asset marketplace, but in other marketplaces, such as, for an example, we're now predicting sports and just other assets that we can basically use our technology for. So it's been a great year, and we're looking to sort of onboard more people to use our AI technology and even expand into other markets.
Yes, definitely. Got it. Got it. Thank you once again. And also, guys, like you can make your own research. Rox, could you mute your mic, please? Okay. No, yeah, it's done. Thank you. And I think like they're very, very different. Like unlike the generic traditional platform, their models are purposed to build the real market conditions that train on the both quantitative signals and behavioral patterns actually. And also they know how to reward their community directly for engaging, for trading, and helping improve the system actually. So thank you once again. And I know there are a lot of gaps. Like if I talk about the market condition, like I can say that is like we saw a gap between the complexity of crypto markets and the quality of the tools available. So may I know actually that what kind of target that you are like trying to fill actually? Like was there a specific gap in the market that you are trying to solve, and also what was the motive behind this creation?
I'll take this. So the main idea behind what we created at Eagle Eye Labs, it came from more of a sort of personal pain, in my opinion. I've traded crypto for around about 5 to 6 years effectively, and there's never really been much of a tool for a retail user to use in terms of using predictive AI technology as a retail user. I mean, if you're part of BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, obviously you have access to large language models. This stuff wasn't really readily available for a retail user. So I more saw this product or this idea as more of a pain personally, and the issues that I faced when I was trading crypto. And I thought the idea that I sort of could bring this sort of institutional grade AI to a retail user would be really beneficial for the retail user. As a retail trader in this space, as you know, it can be a very hard space to navigate, and being able to give someone an insight or sort of an edge by using AI, I felt that was a massive gap for that. And to be honest with you, it hit really well. A lot of people was onboarded on what we were doing. A lot of people were trading using our models and they were profiting. But the next stage from that was really where the business is starting to grow now, is towards, yes, we build models in the crypto market, but in terms of that is not only the only thing you need to look at when you're basically trading the crypto market. As you know, there's other factors that come into the crypto market, like social sentiment. And for example, the past couple months in terms of how Trump would announce government actions on Twitter, how that can affect the market. So the next stage of the business was really to say, okay, well, we've got the models, people are using the models, but now let's build stuff around these models that people also need to look for when trading crypto assets. That is going to be our next sort of drop of our product called Claw, and this will be integrated into our Claw platform. It brings all the information that you need to know in crypto into one platform.
Okay, thank you. So guys, you can learn more knowledge from their website. Just visit their website if you want to know more in details and check out which is eagleairlabs.com. Thank you once again. So I heard about like you have talked before about the bridging the AI with finance. So may I know like what does that actually look like in practice for your clients or your partners?
Yeah, so I could jump in on this. So Currently, we have a trading dashboard that will give you insights and predictions on Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. It's a very straightforward interface. You can see, a trading chart just like you would imagine anywhere else. But we overlaid this our AI model as a signal of where we believe the prediction is going to go in 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, etc. And we have other models that we're working on. So you can literally see on a graph, this is where we predict the token price is gonna move to and in which time period. And then from there, you can go away and you can short the position or long it or whatever your strategy is. And that's very much where the dashboard is today. As Jack was just talking about, we have our flagship product Claw launching very soon. And what this is going to do is take that to a whole new level. You'll not only have one predictive model, you'll have access to many, and we will continue to develop those in the future and add to them. So when you're signing up for Claw, you're not just getting 1, 2, 3, 4 models, you'll be actually getting a lifetime's worth of models as the world of AI improves. But actually, the other things we're bringing is you don't just get that pre-trade analysis, you get the ability to trade then and there within Claw. So you've not got to leave the platform, go and sign into an exchange or whatever tool that is that you use and place your position. You can do it right from within Claw. We also have post-trade analytics so that you can see how your performance is stacking up. You can see all your positions from the moment that you've started trading and see what some of your biggest wins are. And there are lessons to be learned in that and things for you to look out at. And then on top of that, one of our favorite features is what we're calling copy trading, which means not only can you see your performance, you can see the performance of other professional traders, and you can actually copy what they're doing. So there might be some incredibly intelligent and powerful professional traders out there that are very good at making, big judgment calls and earning a lot of money. And you can copy exactly what they're doing, with your own funds. And when they win, you win. And when they win and you win together, they will get a little slice of that pie as well. So if you're a very professional trader, we very much recommend checking out Claw because it's a good way for you to earn a commission on your successful trades. But yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring all of that together in one place. So it's a much more smooth user experience for anybody that's trading. And it's all backed with a very highly accurate and high performing AI model and more AI models to come. We're seeing a lot of very big successes, and people in our community have been using the dashboard for months and months now. And it's so good when we get to see the posts that they put in our Telegram channel saying, I put this position in and look at the returns. It feels great to be able to bring that power to retail traders and not just have it exclusively tools for the rich and famous. So it's nice to level the playing field in that sense.
Okay, thank you once again for sharing the whole idea actually. So as far I got about the predictive AI, I can say like guys, those people who have the idea, like who has the idea about the predictive AI, which is use the past data and machine learning to the forecast the future outcomes actually. So I have a question on that. Like, how does your Eagle AI Labs use it to give the institution and also competitive edge?
I'll answer this one. I won't go too technically because that would basically be giving away our secret sauce, and that'd be very silly for me to do. But in terms of what we basically do, the way that AI works is garbage in, garbage out. If you plug data in that is not very good data, let's say, then you're going to get very bad results. So one of the first things that we've done was to actually provide our models that were being built with the best data we could get available. And we partnered with a company called CC Data, who have now actually partnered with CoinDesk. And as you guys know, CoinDesk is one of the biggest outliers for market news and digital assets. These guys have the best data, in my opinion, in terms of what they are producing for crypto assets. So we went and sort of sourced the data effectively from the best best data provider, in my opinion, in the space. We then partnered this with our AI partner, which is FinTech Global Center. These guys have basically been building AI since it was even called AI. Partnered these two effectiveness together, and we basically built our models, which are running on, like Tom said, across the top 50 market cap coins. And to be honest with you, when I first had the main results back that came out the beta version, I was a bit astonished because, well, how well they were performing. And what's the best thing about our AI that we put together is it's a neural network, meaning that if it makes a prediction and it's wrong, it will then learn why that prediction was wrong and then ultimately get better. So every day, every minute, every hour, every time the model is retrained, the model is actually getting better because it's learning from its past mistakes. So I can't give too much away about what parameters and what data points that we put into the models because then you guys are going to start building your own. But the point is, the main reason why, in my opinion, our AI is so good is we provide it with the best data available with one of the best AI companies, in my personal opinion, as well. Pair the two together, and you've got yourself a really good model.
Yes, definitely. I agreed. I think like sometimes, not sometimes actually, like it helps the businesses and institutions make smarter decision by anticipating the trends, customer behavior or the risk actually. And it reduces, I can say the market risk and so on. Okay. So, but can you like give us some example, like real examples of how one of your AI models has helped improve institutional decision making or performance?
Yeah, sure. So from the onset of wanting to provide institutional AI to a retail user, we was only planning to work with retail users, and that was sort of our community. We've always been very transparent with our community. We've always been about building a big community of people because it was a pain that I saw that was in the market to provide these guys with institutional grade AI. Now, what did happen from that conversation or that product, let's say, was we actually had a conversation with a newly established hedge fund. Well, was going to be a newly established hedge fund. One of our partners called Bragg McGill. Now, he came to us with his idea that he wanted to basically launch his own Bitcoin fund. And the problem was he's been approached by other AI companies that say they can do this, they can do that. And he was let down quite massively by these other AI companies. He came to us through one of our founding members. He was a close friend of our founding members and said, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to produce in the market. And this is what essentially who we want to be in the market. And we was like, right, well, here's our models. We gave him access to the dashboard. We passed him the models over a period from November to December. He came back at the end of December and was like, right, I want to use your model. This is it. This is what I want to do. You guys have proven to me that I can use your models. I can trade with your models and I can make results. It was like, great. So we formed a partnership with a newly established hedge fund, which had access to very large amounts of capital, and I can't say too much on that side because that's their marketing team. But we basically took an idea from my head and sort of providing it to a community of people. Then we turned it into an actual deal with a regulated fund that's opening up in the US. Now, from that sort of onset from November to December, January onwards, obviously, we made our community aware of who we had partnered with and the team are behind IPC. And people were very excited. People were very infused and they were like, right, we are now seeing your real application of AI in the real world. What was then sort of happening over the past sort of 4 or 5 months was it's all well and good saying as a trader, oh, I made 10% this month. But how can you prove that to investors who are wanting to chuck in large amounts of capital? So what we then done over the next 3, 4 months, let's say it took us to around about, well, let's say, yeah, let's say 4 or 5 months effectively, is we back tested these models, intensive back testing. And our partner FinTech Global Center rigorously back tested our models to find out what on a percentage our models could provide to someone that wanted to trade with them in a month span. Now, what we then found was on an average span between January, the start of this year, to May, was effectively that these models were trading at 7.8% a month. Now, that itself is massive in my opinion. But another thing to take into context was how the market had performed between January to May in terms of Trump announcing all his tariffs, basically all the implications that we had from the crypto market being as high as it could in December to now as low as it was in the end of May, let's say. The model was still performing and was still able to trade and produce a result of 7.8%. Now, that was even more sort of putting our boots in the ground and standing behind what we have built. So I feel like my point is here is we as a company, as an AI company, wanted to prove that the models that we have built actually worked and could actually trade with and actually make money from. And we proved that to the hedge fund. The hedge fund is now going live in 2 weeks' time with investment capital that they have already, and they plan to scale up to more and more and more. But the point is, we went back and we tested our models. We proved that our models worked. We gave that confidence to a real client to then use these models in aggression. And it just means that the business is really proving that we can use predictive models in digital assets.
Okay, Rox, thank you for this real example actually. And also, as far I know, doing this kind of activities, you're using a lot of data system. I think there are a lot of variation like on-chain data or historical market data and so on. But may I know, like in your Eagle, what kind of data does that your system rely on right now? And how do you make sure it stays like ahead of the market shifts?
Yeah, so like I said, I can't give away too much of our secret sauce, but effectively the model retrains itself by every 5 minutes off the top of my head. I think we're moving it down to 1 minute as well. But we need to double check with our cost how much it's going to run. But the point is the model retrains itself every 5 minutes. So it'll basically look back on its historical data of what it's predicted, what the actual result was, and if something was really out or the model was really off by such an amount, it will then retrain and reconfigure the certain parameters or the certain data points that we've basically progressed it on. So the way you got to see it is it learns from its mistakes. And if certain things are happening in the market, it can then pick up that trend and then hopefully predict that trend again if the same sort of environment is happening. And it's all about learning from its mistakes. And that's how the model can get better and ensure that the results are always going to be successful because it's learning on patterns in the market to then predict these patterns again.
Okay, yeah. Thank you once again for this one. And also our listener, Justice the Tune. Thank you for this one. And let's talk about some of your partnership program. I think it's very important if you want to go ahead. I can mention that one of your partners is an AI driven hedge fund. So what does that relationship look like actually? And what role does your tech play in their performance? Who will take this answer? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat the question for me there?
Yeah, I asked about like your partners, one of your partners that is AI driven hedge fund, but what does that relationship look like actually? Not like what role your technology play in their ecosystem or in their performance?
Sure, yeah. So one of our partnerships, sort of our flagship partnership, I guess you could say, is with Infinite Point Capital, which are, like you said, a fully regulated US-based hedge fund. Our partnership with them is essentially, well, it sort of evolved into something new. It started as we were their AI solutions partner. So they wanted to have an edge in the market, i.e., knowing what Bitcoin in particular will be doing in the near future, so that they can trade it effectively. So we started like that, providing them with AI that can help predict the price of digital assets, and that was working really well for our whole community and for our partners. But what we realised is that we can actually do a whole lot more with that. Having really good AI in a predictive market, it makes a lot of sense. But to sort of combine a whole trading strategy around it makes it much more useful, as you have sort of all of that context as well that is really helpful when trading. You can't just rely on your AI, no matter how good it is. So yeah, essentially our place in that partnership is that we provide the AI, but we also design their strategy for them with them. Um, and yeah, that's sort of the partnership in a nutshell. I think we touched on IPC a fair bit as Jack was just talking there, so I don't want to repeat him. But does that answer the question there?
Yes, got it, got it. Thank you. Wish you good luck for the future and best wishes to your partners also. And also supporting like in their technological aspects. Thank you once again. Okay, so let's take another one. I think you already answered about your predictive AI tool. So, like another part I got about the trade rewards that you are giving to the people. I can see in your Twitter also, like X actually. So you have mentioned a system which is called the trade rewards. What does this means for the token holders actually?
Sure. So Trade Rewards is our sort of initiative that we created to reward EAI token holders. They're obviously the community that's gone through this journey with us. A lot of the Eagles believed in us, from day one, allowed us to have the funds to create the project, create the AI that's now being used by the hedge fund. And obviously they help us to push the vision through engaging, through attending things like this, asking the right questions and molding the sort of what we do to make sure it makes sense. So to reward those people, we have periodic epochs where we distribute rewards to our stakers. So you simply, holding EAI does two great things. One, it allows you direct access to this industry leading AI that is used by institutional entities such as the hedge fund. So you can use that to get a bit of an edge in your trading. And the other thing it does is it allows you to stake the tokens and then gain periodic rewards, often in USDC for just staking and being a part of the EAI ecosystem. So every epoch, the team will sort of have a decision on how much rewards to be given out for the staking pool. And so far we've given out, lots of rewards, and we plan to keep that going so that the community feels the love. And as we progress, we're able to reward them and show our gratitude for them being a part of that journey. So that's sort of what the EAI token does and how Trade Rewards plays into it.
Okay, thank you. And our listeners, if you have any questions about like this kind of trade rewards or any like their predictive AI or their ecosystem, you can ask here, just get ready. But let me finish my one first actually. So I think like community is very, very important for any kind of projects. Like it's very important when they're trying to buy the token, or if they buy, they can like make decision and so on. But recently, you announced an advisory board of expert. What was the thinking behind this board actually? Like, how does it support your long-term strategy?
Yeah, so I'll take this one. We obviously started this project off as an idea, and it was built from myself, one of my closest friends, Jambo, who's speaking on the Eagle account, and a close friend of mine, Dan, which is our founder, and then we onboarded Alan, or known as Chef, as another close name in the space. We all started this as an idea, and this idea has got from just an idea, it turned into a project. That project is now turning into a business, and a business which is these sort of better governance. I'm not saying we don't have good governance at the moment, but we need to sort of bring in potentially other like-minded heads about what we're doing into an advisory board, because sometimes you could look at your business and you could say basically that it's going really well and you believe that everything you're doing is right. Some other people could then look at the business, say, I've got this point to change, I've got that point to change, or you could do this, you could do that. And these are the sort of things that we're sort of saying, okay, well, how could we make this even better than it already is? So I believe from a point of governance and the point of turning this project into a fully functioning business, it's all about bringing on more outsiders to look into the business and say, how can we make this business better? So the thought process behind the advisory board is to really better the business, and it's going to improve the business from a token holder perspective and also from our perspective, because it will run more smoothly, it will generate more revenue, and it will function even better than it already is at the moment. So having that board there is sort of some outsiders looking in and saying you should change this, you should do this, or add certain flavors into the business that we aren't currently thinking about, and really sort of bond this into not just a project, not just an idea, but into a business that's going to excel in the future.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I think like you know what to do actually, how to do. So wish you good luck once again. And also, as I mentioned earlier, that community voice is also important. So like, how are you making sure that community voice is factored into the direction of your tech and businesses?
Oh, sorry, I missed a word there. How we make sure community, what, sorry, is involved?
Yeah, it's about like your community voice. How do you make sure that the community voice will help you, like in the direction of technology and the businesses? Like, how do you value your community?
Sure, sure. So, obviously, like many projects, we have our community channel on Telegram. And we've got a really dedicated team of moderators who oversee that as well, actually, and they're really, really great. The people who want to be active and talking, they've got a real good relationship with all of our moderators and with the core team. And obviously you can get a lot of people in there, so it can be quite hard to get a real good temperature reading of things. But we also have a VIP group, and this is made up of it's nothing to do with holdings or anything like that, but it's just about people who've been around the project for a long time, or they show we're willing to be involved, and they're passionate about the project and they want to be involved with it. So we often, if we have an idea or a couple ideas, we'll maybe put it to the VIP group, the people who are really invested, like emotionally, and in making sure it goes in the right way. And then, we put things out to our wider community. But I think it's a super crucial part of any project that's going to live in the decentralized space to be very community centric. We all want to feel, I mean, we all hold the token essentially, which, is tied to the business. So if we're doing something as a business, we want every individual token holder to feel like they are also involved in that part of the project. So yeah, I mean, our comms are wide open. We always encourage people to jump in and ask questions, give suggestions. Feedback's always very welcome. And as people do, then yeah, we sort of figure things out and sort of go forward with a community centric approach. Yeah, I totally agree. Community is very, very important in everything we do, and yeah, we use Telegram for that primarily.
Okay, so yeah, listeners, like you can make decision. If you have a suggestion, you can give them also. Nothing to worry. But do your own research about the Eagle AI Labs and just have a look there. And I think you have your long-term vision, like as and the AI first platform where the professional traders, firms, and communities can analyze, execute, and grow. Actually, so could you share like what's the next for your Eagle AI Labs? Like, are you focused more on product growth or partnership or scaling adoption?
Yeah, so basically, we've got three pillars at Eagle AI, I like to say. One is our partnership with the hedge fund, which is IPC, which is a partnership that we're all very excited about because the potential of that is massive. Two is our product that is called Claw, which is essentially going to be coming out very soon, and it's going to be our flagship product of Eagle AI. And then three is Stacy Sport. And now this is a company that we are working with to provide uh, large language models in predictive sports. And we are basically predicting sports for these guys and using our AI technology to basically look at other markets. So we've got three main pillars, and that is our main focus till the end of the year, is to basically progress all of these as much as we can and focus on these. In the new year, we will look to potentially explore another market or use our models in alternative resources effectively and see where that we can go to next. So I think, to be honest with you, we're really pushing hard on everything that we have done at Eagle, and we're sort of locking in the three pillars, see where we're at the end of the year, and then see how, as we grow. But just on those three pillars, we've got IPC that are into obviously trading Bitcoin, so one of the largest markets there. Two, our cloud platform is going to be trading digital assets, and it'll be for anyone. If you're institutional, retail, or even a normie that doesn't know how to trade, that platform will be governed for you. And then third is, like I said, with our sports predictability, we're providing that to a massive demographic of people as well. So we're in three of the biggest markets, and even if you get 1% of those markets, then you've got a massive pot to play with.
Okay, thank you. Once again, wish you good luck for the future, actually. And here's the last question, guys. And also, people, if you have any more question and could just get ready. The last one, I just want to know, like, there are a lot of industries, they are not aware of, or they're not using the predictive AI yet. So could you share, like, do you have any suggestion for them? Like, what's the biggest thing they're missing if they're not using the predictive AI yet? And also, how can people get involved in your Equal AI Lab?
Do you want to start by talking a bit about predictive AI in sport, rocks, and then I can tell people how to get involved if they'd like to?
Yeah, so like I said, on our sports platform, that is actually going live in 2 weeks. So you're actually going to be able to use this platform through our partners, sign up and see how basically see how you use the models to better your betting predictions effectively. These guys have their own socials, so we will be, if you guys join the Telegram chat, we can whack all of the information for Stacey in the chat after. These guys are building their own platform, so you'll be able to sign up for that and sign up to use the technology there. And then also, I mean, Jammer, do you want to jump on to how to get hold of our other stuff?
Sorry, mate. What was that?
Do you want to speak on Claw?
Yeah. What was the question? Sorry, I think I cut out a moment.
The question was about, like, could you give any suggestion for those communities, like for those, I can say, institutions who are not using this kind of predictive AI, and also how can people get involved in your Eagle Labs?
Okay. Well, there's multiple ways to get involved in Eagle Eye Labs. We've got Claw coming in, and that's the best way a retail trader can get sort of this AI edge that we constantly talk about. Obviously, for institutional, they'd have their own channels and streams to get it and resources. But if you're a retail trader and you want to get involved in using some industry-leading AI, then yeah, Claw is your go-to terminal. It's got all the information you're going to need, and yes, the all-encompassing trading terminal with AI. I don't know if Roxy was hinting at me to give away our sort of little release of the day. We've got a little bit of news we'd like to share exclusively on your channel here. I don't know if he's getting at that or not. Is that what you're saying, Rox? Yeah, he's just giving me the thumbs up. So yeah, another way you can access this industry-leading AI that we were talking about. Is through Claw, and we've got something quite big to share right now, which we will do if everybody is ready. We have the Claw beta registration is now, or it will be by the end of the AMA, officially live. So if you've been hearing about Claw the last little while, you will now be excited to know that pre-registration is live. We'll be providing a link in our post shortly. You go on there, fill out the form, and then you can be one of the first to know when Claw beta goes live. And then we can all jump in, use it, trade together, share our signals, share our progress. And yeah, you know that Claw is going to be the all-in-one AI trading terminal, and you really don't want to miss this, to be honest. It's going to be a sort of limited first come, first serve, where we roll out releases as we can. But yeah, if not now, we'll be dropping the announcement very, very soon, and you'll be able to sign up for Claw beta.
Okay, thank you for this one. I think we lost one of your team members, but no worry. Okay, thank you for answering all of my questions, and wish you good luck for this one. So I have collected some questions from the X comment. I think it's important. So the first question, that is, what is your strategy for attracting and expanding your user base and developing an integrated system that makes your Eagle AI Labs an integral part of the cryptocurrency ecosystem? Jack or Rox, did you get a question?
Sorry, yeah, I didn't, I didn't unhit mute there. So your strategy for attracting and expanding the user base. Great question. So yeah,
Yeah.
with Claw in particular, we've got well, a very attractive marketing program, but we'll be boosting as soon as we can, really. So obviously we've got pre-registration now or now-ish. And then when it starts to roll out, we're going to have a very attractive affiliate marketing program. So if you're, well, there's multiple levels to it, to be honest. If you're a trader, let's say you're quite a successful trader, you like to post your trades online or stuff, you get a bit of an audience there. You can use this to send to your audience. They'll enter your unique link at checkout, and then you can gain a percentage of every sign up that you make. And this works even if you're just, a standalone trader who does a little bit here and there. If you've got a buddy who you think would enjoy Claw also, you can promote it to them and get a percentage of their sign up costs. So it's a really good way to push it, and especially like we said, being such a community centric project, it makes sense to get the community also selling the product, right? We're all involved in shaping it, in giving feedback for it. So this way we can all get involved in also selling it to maximize the success of its outreach and the EAI ecosystem. And you can also make yourself a little bit of money on the side there. So that's going to be a really fun scheme. It's going to be really attractive, and we're going to gamify it a little bit so people can sort of compete with one another, like top affiliate of the week type thing, stuff like that, for exclusive rewards in maybe merchandise or trips out with the team and stuff like this. So that's one way. Obviously, we've got Tom, who I think had to cut out of the call, but Tom's been with us a couple months now, and he's a real marketing guru. So he's got lots of great tactics, especially in a sort of how would I say, like a sort of reverse engineering of data approach, let's say, where he's got really good search engine optimization. You've probably seen already some of our OG Eagles. We've got lots of articles flowing out. We've got some speaking events that we're going to be attending in person at some of the biggest sort of blockchain events. And, just continuing doing what we do with some professional traders and some influential traders who will be coming on soon too, to make the most out of the affiliate marketing and just to, be a good part of their brand, having a great product like Claw. So a bit of a waffly answer, but you sort of get the idea. There's lots of moving parts, and we're taking it back to our roots, which is community-centric approach. We all push it together, we all win together, and we get Claw out to the masses.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Rox, once again. But I have another question for you or your team. Like, what plans does your Eagle AI Labs have to expand its AI capabilities, the beyond price prediction, and into other areas?
Yeah, so I think we touched on this earlier where we have applied our AI to another market, which is the sports betting market. So there's definitely plans in the next 3 to 5 years, like we say, to jump into these different markets. But I think what makes sense is to go into markets with very large capital at use, because even if we get 1% of that market or 1% of the people that want to use us in that market, then it's a very big pot to share from. So I personally believe over the next 3 to 5 years, Eagle's going to grow into something quite unimaginable from where it is at the moment. And it all goes back to providing someone with a product that they want to use, which is why Claw, yes, it has been a bit delayed, but that is mainly because of me, I'd say. It's been down to me not being happy with certain things on the design side of things. I've had conversations with my developers, and I've even been going down to the final pixel because it needs to be right. It needs to be a product that we can stand behind, because in the end of the day, Eagle's a brand. And what I pride ourselves on is that we ensure that whenever we have a product, whenever we have a launch, whenever we do anything regarding involving other people in the community, it has to be pinpoint. So the next 3 to 5 years, by being built off foundations that are strong, governance, and ensuring that everyone is on the same wavelength, I believe Eagle's going to jump into some very big markets, do some even bigger things than we're doing now. It's going to be a very explosive 3 to 5 years.
Okay. Thank you once again. Okay. There is a good question. How does your Eagle AI Labs plan to educate non-technical users using its AI tools or like for the crypto investing?
Sure, this is where I will be coming in a little bit in, well, not a little bit really, a lot, but in core as a part of it. So, we have the pre-trade, trade execution, post-trade, copy trade, and social. The last piece of that puzzle that's going to live inside Claw is going to be the learn or the educational section. So this is a bit that I'm going to really dig my teeth into, especially, I mean, we've been working on it already, but when Claw really launches, we can really dig into it. We're going to have a comprehensive library of educational videos where we're going to be using Claw and learning how to read the market. So Claw is going to be our medium to do so. We're going to sit on Claw because it has everything we need. And we're going to make videos about, how to use it, but also how to read the market, what all the jargon means, how to actually trade in a risk adverse way, or if that's what I mean, like not just throwing money at a wall, but doing it properly, doing it seriously. So yeah, that's going to live inside Claw, and then it will just be really intuitive as to you're watching it. You've got a question, you just pop over to Learn side, and it's all there for you. And that will really help us just promote Claw too, because so many people are going to want to have answers to these questions about the market, and they can go onto social media, onto YouTube, find the videos, see that the person in the video is using this all-encompassing AI-powered trading terminal, and that in turn is also going to promote Claw. So yeah, we're going to have a very comprehensive library living inside it that makes it very easy to use, but also gives you the full context of reading the market. And then a little cherry on the top is that is going to also act as promotional marketing pieces to onboard new users to Claw in the long run.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, like as I mentioned, you can check out their website. I think you'll get some kind of educational research. They have their YouTube videos, so you can check out from there. And here is another question about your partner. I think we have talked previously. So the last question from the X I can take. Okay, where do you see the project in 5 years?
I think that's a
Yeah,
CEO question,
uh,
huh?
yeah. So I was on mute. Yeah. So like I said, I think because the way that Eagle has built its foundations, we have an established business in the UK, the UAE, and Mauritius is going to be established by the end of this month. We also have an ADGM that covers Mauritius and the UAE. So we've got some really strong foundations, which means that from a regulatory perspective, we are covered, meaning that no one's going to come and sort of knock on our doors and say, right, you need to shut down business because you're doing something illegal. We have ensured that we have strong foundations. The first bit of pennies we spent was with a legal team to ensure that we could prolong this project. Now, in the next 5 years, that then means that the business is solid, and it's all about how we decide to jump into different markets and decide what market is the best for not only us as a business, but for our community as well. I could see the business in 5 years. In my dream scenario, would be everyone is using our platform Claw in the digital asset marketplace. We are the sort of front holders of the digital asset marketplace for information and AI technology for digital assets, and we scale bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a difficult question where what industry we're going to jump into next, but there's already industries that we have partners that are willing to sort of partner up with us to jump into. But like I said, the three pillars for us right now are focused on three things, and they are going to be the focus to the end of the year. As we scale out for next year, we've already got options to jump into next year already. And once we start to jump into these options, there'll obviously be more revenue for the business, so we can onboard more people. We can do even more bigger things than we're doing now. So 5 years is going to be a very interesting spot, and it would the dream I'd say would be to actually turn Eagle AI into a fully um, a fully global powerhouse of AI and really changing the digital asset marketplace by providing insights to retail users, but not only retail users, institutional users.
Okay, thank you, Roxanne, like Jack actually. So I think we're quite enough now. Like we covered pretty much everything, every details about your plan. By the way, do you have any native token? Like, may I know? Or if yes, how can people buy this token and also what can they do?
Yep, yeah. We have Eagle AI Labs is got a token on the base network called Eagle AI or ticker EAI. And yeah, this token is a utility token. It grants access to our AI. So it doesn't grant access to Claw, which is the full terminal, but it does grant access to the same AI that a hedge fund is using. So, if you want to know what Bitcoin is going to do in an hour, for example, by holding EAI, you can get the industry's best guess by using the neural network AI that we have. And then also, as we mentioned, you can stake your EAI to earn periodic rewards. So it's a very useful token to have. And obviously, it being a smaller cap compared to Ethereum, it's got a lot of potential upside. So, you've got true utility here in a hot narrative being AI and crypto. The token is representative of a company that has exposure to Bitcoin through a trading strategy with an institutional entity of the hedge fund, and it's also given investors exposure to Ethereum, obviously being pegged to Ethereum on the base network. So yeah, EAI is the ticker. You can find it through the profile I'm speaking on here if you go to our link tree. And yeah, we've got a great community of traders who are looking to learn, to progress, and to teach each other about trading and about the markets. And then yeah, you can also get some periodic rewards for staking. So it's a really great community to be a part of if you've got that entrepreneurial spirit and you're looking to make a bit of extra money and just be a part of a community of like-minded people who look to support each other and make the most out of this space. So yeah, definitely recommend EAI to anybody who maybe feels that resonates with them. If you're looking to learn the markets, to stay on the right side of the market, and to be a trader, and to be in that narrative of AI and crypto at this very exciting time in history. So yeah, recommend people to check this out.
Okay, thank you for sharing with us this one also. So people, if you want to buy that token, you can do nothing to worry. So thank you everyone. Thank you Rox and Jack for having here for your time. Wish you good luck. Do you have any last closing remarks for our community?
You want to take it away, Big Rocks? Got anything for us?
Yeah, just saying thanks, guys, everyone for joining again. It's great to see some familiar faces on the AMA. And yeah, just guys, get registered for Claw. Claw is here, Claw is coming, and you guys are not going to be disappointed.
Nice, man. Yeah, and I'll just reiterate, appreciate it, guys. Thank you to our OG Eagles for being here with us, and hopefully we met some new faces today. If you want to find out anything more, just click on the page of the speaker now, me, Eagle AI Labs, and we've got a link tree there, and you can drop in the Telegram, ask us any question at any time, and we will be happy to answer and assist. And yeah, another great point there, beta, the pre-registration forms for the beta of Claw is now open. We'll be doing an announcement on that very, very shortly, so look out for that. And yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hosting us and thanks for our audience. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you everyone and thank you Wise Crypto for arranging them. Wish you good luck guys. Bye for now.
Bye bye. Thanks
Cheers,
a lot.
thank you.